Hello everyone, it's Natalie and I got a treat for you today. Bread. Bread. Who said you can't have bread on keto? You can, as long as you make it right. Right? So we're going to make a fathead yeast bread. I'm going to tell you, make sure, this is very important, to use Fleischmann's active dry yeast, not rapid rise yeast, not instant yeast. Fleischmann's active dry yeast. It's the one I can find that is 0 carbs. I used SAF instant yeast yesterday to make this bread on Easter, right? And I've had that yeast in my freezer for a while. So I didn't have the packaging. I looked up yeast on Carb Manager. It said active yeast and rapid rise yeast with 0 carbs. So I thought it was safe and I made the bread. I ate the bread. The bread is amazing. But that yeast has 33 net carbs in it. And how I know that? I woke up 3.6 pounds heavier today. So I knew something went wrong yesterday. So I researched it, found out it was the yeast in the bread. And so lesson learned. So learn from my mistakes. Use Fleischmann's active dry yeast. 0 carbs, okay? Let's get to making the bread correctly. I posted all the pictures of it yesterday. I am amazed by the bread, but the yeast was wrong. So I'm going to make it for all of y'all today. I make it in bun style. You can cut it in half, make a sandwich out of it, use it as a hamburger bun. And later, if you want to put it in roll form, you can make a hot dog bun out of it. Just saying. So one thing you're going to need to make this, if you're going to make them the same size as I am, is a whoopie pie pan. These are not very deep, okay? Maybe a ½ inch deep in here. This is called a whoopie pie pan. It's from Wilton. I got it off of Amazon, but I've seen it in Joann's. I've seen it in Michael's. And I think I might have saw it at Walmart. Maybe not. Might have been Kroger. Okay? Whoopie pie pan. If you don't have that, you can use ramekins. Okay? But it's probably going to be a bigger carb count. I used ramekins yesterday. Now I'm going to really measure these out and do a whoopie pie pan. Okay. So you need that and some like coconut oil spray or butter, something to oil it. So it's just like fathead dough, kind of. It just has yeast to it. 1½ cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. Woo! 1 ounce of cream cheese. 1 tablespoon of Fleischmann's active dry yeast. Just 1 pinch, can't even see it in there, but there it is, of pink salt. Just a pinch, whatever your pinch is. And 1½ cups of superfine almond flour. You're also going to need 2 eggs. Almost forgot. So 2 eggs, 1½ cup of mozzarella cheese, 1½ cups of almond flour, 1 tablespoon of yeast, 1 ounce cream cheese, and 1 pinch of salt. 5 ingredients with 6 with the eggs, unless you're counting 2. Okay? So let's get making the bread. First thing you're going to do is take your 1 ounce of cream cheese, your 1½ cups of mozzarella, dump your cream cheese in there, and nuke it for 1 minute. And then I'm going to crack my eggs in 2 separate bowls because I'm going to do 1 egg in the cheese and 1 egg at the end. Make sure to just kind of whisk your eggs, beat your eggs slightly. This is what the cheese looks like after just 1 minute. It is not melted enough, okay? So, you see that? I want it liquidy so I can stir in the cream cheese in there. So, we're going to go 30 seconds more and then check it. Okay, this is after 30 seconds more, right? And let me check it out. But I'm going to go ahead. See how it's a clump here? It's like a clump. I'm going to go ahead and do 30 seconds more. Okay, that's exactly what we need. You see how liquidy that is? That's what we need. I'm going to make sure that cream cheese is stirred in there. And I'm going to add 1 egg to this. Go fast so you don't have scrambled eggs, okay? Because this is pretty hot in there. Pretty hot. So we're going to go fast, okay? I'm going to mix it really fast in the dough. Do the best you can. It's hard to just do egg into cheese. Pretty good. Now you're going to need a mixer. Okay. When I first made this dough, I used my Ninja's food processor with the dough blade on it. This dough is extremely sticky. And we want to mix it until it has cookie dough consistency. So I'm going to use my KitchenAid. If you don't have a KitchenAid, you could probably just use the spatula or a hand beater, okay? But we're going to go over to my KitchenAid and try to get this mixed up real good. Okay, I have dumped my almond flour, my yeast, and my salt in my bowl of my KitchenAid. And I'm going to turn this on stir. Just get it kind of mixed around in there. We want the yeast pretty well stirred into the flour before we add the cheese. Okay, now we're going to add that egg, cream cheese, and mozzarella cheese mixture right in the bowl. Nice and hot. Okay, so I got my almond flour, my yeast, my salt, my mozzarella mixture in there with the cream cheese and the egg. I'm going to add that last beaten egg in here. And we're going to mix this until it's cookie dough consistency, okay? And I didn't use this last time. I used my Ninja, so, and then I had to wind up hand doing it. So let's see how this goes. Start small. I got it about 4. Let's just scrape down the sides. All right, up we go. Let's mix again. Start small. All right, I believe that's done. I'm gonna take my beater out. I'm gonna take this off and we'll get to forming our buns or sandwich rolls, whatever you want to call them. Okay, I got my whoopie pie pan. I'm going to go ahead and spray it with coconut oil, making sure it's good and coated. Water for my hands. Get you a towel too. I hate sticky stuff on my hands. So I'm also going to try using a cookie scoop. This is just like a teaspoon. I'm not sure. But a cookie scoop and see if we can get these even. I'm thinking I'm going to get 10. But I'm hoping for a dozen. All right, so here is the dough. Okay, looks like cookie dough to me, right? That's what you want it to look like. All right, so I'm trying to get this in frame for you. I'm going to take a scoop, kind of scrape it off there, and put it in my pan. Does it work? Yeah, it leaves some in there, but it works. So let me go ahead and I'm going to put a scoop in each. I'll let you know how many I get in this whoopie pie pan when I come back. Thinking 2 cookie scoops per a well. We'll find out. Maybe some will be smaller. Okay. Add that batch, I got 2 cookie scoops in each well, and I got that much left. So I'm just looking for some that look a little small and sticking some in there. All right, now we're going to press these into the pan. I'm getting my fingers wet because it's sticky, okay? Pro tip there. I don't know pro, but it's a tip. So just press it out into the pan like this. I want it pre-even because we're going to rise these to double and we need to know what double is, okay? So I'm going to keep pressing these out and we'll be back. Make sure you warm up your oven. What I do is I put my oven on 145. I let it sit there for about 5 minutes. I shut it off about 10-15 minutes ago, and that way it's just a little warm in there. You don't want it too hot to kill your yeast, okay? And that's where I'm going to rise my dough at. Okay, so I got them all pressed out in my whoopie pan. And now we're going to put them in a warm place to rise till double. It's going to take about an hour to hour and a half, depending on how warm you're rising your dough in. I'm going to also cover it with a towel when I do that, okay? I'm going to put it in my warm oven. If you have a pilot light in your oven, perfect. I'm going to put it in my warm oven, covered, and let that rise till double, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, it's been about an hour. My buns has doubled in size. They have come out of the whoopie pie pan. See that? I don't want to take them out of the oven because I don't want to disturb them. We're actually going to just raise the oven temp with them in here. Okay? So, you know, they're not very thick. The ones I made with the saf yeast were really thick, but I also put them in ramekins, so it used a lot more dough. I want to keep the carbs lower, and of course they're going to be lower with saf yeast, right, than saf yeast. But there they are, doubled in size. They look wonderful. I'm going to call that good. Now we're going to set the oven to 350. And we're going to raise the oven temp to temp with them in here. We're going to cook them till they're deeply golden brown. And I'll show you what that looks like. That can take 12 minutes. It could take 15 minutes. It could take 10 minutes. I'm thinking 12 minutes. We'll see. I'll be back when they're done and I'll show you. Oh, my. There they are. Deeply golden brown. It really took 10 minutes. My oven just beeped to say it got to 350 and they were done. So let me bring them up closer so you can see what they should look like. Okay. We're going to let these cool a bit and then I'll take this out. I'm going to let these sit here about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Okay. Oh, I should let them sit here 5-10 minutes, I should say. I'm going to lift one out. See that? Bun. You can slice these in half and just have like a thin layer of bread. Or you can use one for the bottom, one for the top. And there's your bun. And we could count the 6 servings, right? Let's just go through the macros of each bun. So I'm just doing a single bun. Here's what they look like. I can handle them now. I'm doing a single bun. Okay, it's that thick. You could slice it across. Or what I'm going to do is like that. There's your hamburger bun, right? You can invert one of these. There we go. Whatever you want to do. So per one, I divided the recipe by 12. It is 1.6 net carbs per bun, okay? 3.1 total carbs, 1.5 grams of fiber, 12.2 grams of fat, 18.2 grams of protein, and 155 calories. And is it keto? 73.7% fat, 22% protein, and 4.3% carbs. Keto. It's keto. So yeah, let's cut one of these open. I think I can do it now. I'm going to slice one in half and see if I can do that for a breakfast sandwich. Okay? You want them thicker. Instead of doing the whoopie pie pan, put them in ramekins. Put double of the amount in the ramekins because you're going to use that much. And then it'll come out like this thick and then you can slice it. Whatever you want to do. I think this is easy, convenient. It'll work for me. Or slicing in half will work. We're going to test that. Kind of want them cool before you slice them. Okay, here is the bun. Still pretty warm. Okay. There's the bun. That's how thick it is. Now I'm going to try to slice right here. Okay. Serrated knife. Make sure. Be gentle. Still warm. Yay! So now I got 2 slices. Do you see that? What is this? This is bread. Isn't it? Oh, it smells amazing. Look at that. And now I got a bun. Okay? Put a little hamburger. Make a slider. Whatever you want to call it. Your hamburger patties shrink up anyways, right? Toast this on the side. Use it as sandwich, breakfast sandwich, whatever you want to do. I'd use this for the top. You know. I'm just going to take a dollop of this garlic Parmesan basil butter that I got at Walmart and put it on my warm bun here. It's okay. Oh. Bread. Amazing. Amazing. If you wind up making this recipe, I would love for you to comment below and let me know what you thought. It's just fathead dough with yeast in it. I've been trying to make this recipe, you know, out of coconut flour and almond flour and flax meal so I can have some yeast bread. And who thought just adding yeast to fathead dough and one more egg got me bread. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and my videos if you're liking my content. And hit that bell down below so you'll be the first to see the keto treats and the weight loss updates that I post. And keto on and keto strong. And get you some keto bread. Bye.